Hello, and welcome to another episode of Blackboard Wednesday. I'm your host, Jonah. This is where we cover music theory, ideas, concepts, and other music tutorials. In today's episode, I'm going to be discussing rhythm, note values to be specific. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so in previous episodes, we've discussed other note values, such as the quarter note, the half note, the whole note, and also the quarter rest, half rest, and whole rest. Today we're going to expand on that a little bit more by adding eighth notes and 16th notes. Again, we're going to be in common time or 4/4, which means that there's going to be 4 beats per measure. So we're just looking at one measure right here, and it's got 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in 4/4, one quarter note is going to equal 1 beat. So for the first one, we're just counting quarter notes. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we get to eighth notes, and eighth notes, you can distinguish them by the single bar line connecting two eighth notes, or if you see an eighth note by itself, it's going to have one little flag coming off of it. And the way we count eighth notes is 2 eighth notes equals 1 quarter note. So if we're in 4/4 again, we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so for every quarter note, there are 2 eighth notes. Now we're going to go a step further, and we're going to do 16th notes. Now 4 16th notes equals 1 quarter note, or 2 16th notes equals 1 eighth note. The way we identify 16th notes is that they're going to have a double bar line connecting multiple 16th notes. If you see a 16th note by itself, it's going to have just an extra flag, so 2 flags total. Distinguishing it from an eighth note, which only has 1 flag. And the way we count 16th notes in 4/4, we're going to count 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and now I'm going to go switch from 16th notes to eighth notes down to quarter notes, and if you want to follow along, we can count together. So starting with the 16th notes and then working my way up. So 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that is the difference between a quarter note, an eighth note, and a 16th note. That concludes this episode. I hope you found it useful. I hope it cleared up some questions that you might have. If you have any further questions or recommendations for future episodes, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you next week.